Over the last 5 years, I have lived in 17 different places, many islands, small cities, big cities, and different countries. When I started living as a digital nomad, I always used to think that the next destination would be better, more exciting, more beautiful, and maybe more perfect. But after all these years, I have learned that there's so much more to happiness than just finding the next dream location. So in this video, I want to share you what have I learned from living in so many different places, about life, people, and what it really means to feel home anywhere in the world. So the first thing I have learned is the illusion of a perfect place. What I come to realize, it really does not exist. Every place have their positives and negatives. The real paradise just doesn't exist. Positives of a certain place need to fit the things that you value the most, the best, because every place has some negatives, but if you don't really care about the negatives so much and you care more about the positives, that's the best basically you can do. For example, if you really value having a good community around and like an exciting place when there's a lot of meetups happening, a lot of things happening with really good gyms and food and something like this, then Bali could be a perfect place if you don't really care about the busyness and the traffic and all that. But if you really don't like the busyness and chaos, but you value peacefulness and place with more nature and just relaxing vibes, maybe you could look into, for example, Koh Samui in Thailand. But both of these places, as every place, have their negatives, but there's definitely always places that fits your values more and less. So what I would recommend is writing down some non-negotiables for you personally, like weather, community, cost, freedom, business opportunities, and then just try to figure out which place fit those the best and then try out as many of those kind of places. And the second really important thing that I have learned is that you just really need to focus on the positives instead of the negatives. This of course is important anywhere, but especially in these kind of places like Bali or Thailand, like in Southeast Asia, there's of course a lot of negatives. Like these places are still third world countries. So there's some problems with trash and pollution, this kind of thing. But if it's not something that you can control, if it's not something that is really harmful for you, just try to not focus on it. That's what I learned when I'm here. I focus on the beautiful things. There's so much beauty around, culture, local things, nature, always. But you can also see some trash and some not so good things. But I learned to focus on the positives. I just feel so much better here. I don't really mind the negatives anymore because I'm not focusing on it. And before I go to the more deeper topics, one thing also that I have learned is that in every place there's always so many unexpected things that happen. And that's why it's important to have reliable, unlimited mobile data. So you will never need to struggle when the Wi-Fi is not working or your mobile data run out while you're in middle of the jungle somewhere and get lost. And for that I use Olafly, the sponsor of this video. And Olafly now has two options. First, their classic eSIMs, perfect for short trips or holidays. You can set them up before your flight and be online with unlimited data the moment you land in over 200 destinations. But if you travel full-time like I do, their new Olafly plans are total game changer. It's one eSIM that keeps you connected in over 160 countries. With monthly global data plans, light or unlimited, and even a regular European phone number you can use for verifications and banking, no matter where you are living. It's the ultimate convenience, no SIM swaps, no roaming fees, no running out of data. So check it out and grab you an eSIM from Olafly. I will leave link in the description. Trust me, it just makes life so much easier. And with my discount code Nomad, you will get 5% off from regular eSIMs and 10% off from Olafly plans, and you help support my channel. But now back to the video. And the third thing is the power of relationships and community. After living in so many different places, you just kind of realize that people really make or break the experience. Whether it's friendships or even romantic relationships, it's just the most important thing. Solo travel is exciting in the beginning, but then after a while it gets a bit empty, and long-term happiness comes from connection and belonging. So I would recommend finding places where friendships and relationships are easier to build. For me, the place has been Bali because there's just so many digital nomads and people actually staying here longer or even living here full time. As well as the dating is just the best fit for myself with the values. It's a bit more traditional culture which fits me the best because I don't want to really going going out and partying and like having this kind of lifestyle. I want to build a family. So for all these reasons, Bali just has been the best. I feel like in Thailand and Vietnam, I always meet a lot of people, but they always leave pretty quickly, or I leave also. So it's not really a place that I have found so good for long-term friendships. Like even when I'm staying like 1 month or 2 months in Thailand, usually the people that I meet and become good friends, they already left even before I left. So it's a little bit tricky to find those long-term friendships there. But this is of course different for everybody, depending on like what kind of lifestyle you want to live and what kind of people you want to meet. For example, Bangkok, of course, it's a big city. There's a lot of people living there long term. So it's of course a bit different for everybody in every place. But for me, Bali has been the best. And that's definitely why I still decide to be based here, even if the busyness and the chaos is not really what I love the most. I love those places in Thailand with like very peaceful islands. But the friendships and the relationships is just more important than that in the end of the day. So yeah, I would say the stability in relationships gives more like deeper meaning to the freedom that we get when we live in places like Bali or anywhere in Southeast Asia. And what helps here, of course, to find those people is to join communities like mine, the Nomad tribe, where you can meet a lot of like-minded people. But there's also a lot of events always happening. There's a lot of like run clubs and different things you can join. So you definitely can easily meet a lot of people and try to find like your people, the ones who are living here long term and actually you connect well with. And the fourth lesson is that wherever you go, there you are. This is so true that I have seen and learned myself. Traveling and going to new destinations, it can be exciting and good distraction in the beginning, but you just can't escape your problems. They will come with you. So yeah, you can't move somewhere and expect that your life just gets perfect and all your problems disappear. Maybe for the first week or two when you're super excited, but yeah, then everything just after all, feels the same as it did anywhere else. So it's really important to work on yourself and try to find different ways to improve your life and how you feel inside, not just try to improve the outside circumstances. And of course, there's some destinations that provide more opportunity for this like self-growth than others. For example, in Bali, for me, it's been always a good place to learn a lot of things because there's a lot of people who are also learning like self-improvement and spirituality, all this. So you will meet people, talk with them, get new ideas. There's like breath work, yoga studios and all kind of things like that you will end up doing and like just realizing things. And yeah, I have learned a lot myself in Bali. It's just a place that really supports that way better than many places in the Western countries, for example. And yeah, I would say that this can be a little bit of a trap for digital nomads in the beginning of the journey, thinking that the next destination will make you happier. Like it's just like there's all these problems here, but the next place it will be better. I will feel better there. You won't, like it just doesn't work like that. The real growth just happens when you build good routines for yourself and face your challenges, not just keep running away from them. But yeah, I would also say that there's definitely places that support your journey better than others. So it's good to find a place with the right people, communities and opportunities. And yeah, check out my school community, the Nomad tribe, if you want to learn more about the destinations which would be the best fit for you and have your friend group and support from day one. So you can feel like a local from the beginning wherever you decide to go. I will leave link in the description. Right now there's a big Black Friday sale going on. So yeah, join now for the cheapest price I ever had for it. But yeah, the next thing that I have learned to understand is that there's seasons in life and your preferences are just going to change over time. And that's okay. In the beginning, I was really like trying to find the perfect place that I want to settle forever. And yeah, I was really like thinking that so much. And when I go to place, I was always thinking, oh, could I live here long term? Would this be the place that I spend the rest of my life? But I just kind of over time realized that, yeah, as I said, there's no perfect place. There's always benefits of one place, negatives of that, and benefits of other place. Like, it's always different. So in different times, there's more benefit from different things. So that's why, for example, now I really still love Bali and I want to be here for a while at least. But who knows? Maybe in the future I want more peacefulness in my life. Maybe I want to move to an island in Thailand, something like that. Who knows? Like there's so many opportunities. There's different seasons. You don't need to decide one and stick with it. You can really always feel like what is right now in my life the most valuable thing for me, what is the place that supports and helps me the most and offers the things that I'm looking for at the moment. So yeah, I would say that it's really hard to find the forever home. And yeah, that's okay, but it of course bring challenges with the relationships if you keep moving around. But yeah, I would say that it's really good if you have a partner with you. So wherever you go, at least you have the most important and close relationship with you. So you don't need to worry too much of having like no deep relationships with you when you go to a new place. Because yeah, you always meet people in Southeast Asia, at least, like it's so easy to meet people. But if you don't have any really deep, close relationship close to you, it can be a bit isolating. And the next thing is about freedom and routine. I would say too much freedom over time can become emptiness if you don't have any structure. I would say the best balance is having the freedom of movement but with consistent daily habits. I've learned the value of having a couple of non-negotiable daily habits like morning walk, gym, journaling, breath work, these kind of things. Like when you stick with those and always do them wherever you go, it just makes such a big difference. But it's also true that too much routine is also not good. Like I sometimes just have the same day pretty much every single day here in Bali, and it just gets a bit tiring and unmotivating, and I'm just not really feel so good in my life when that happens. So it's good to have balance with the freedom of going anywhere, anytime, changing the routine a little bit, changing the place, the scenery, but having still these like core pillars of the routine, what you do anywhere to keep you grounded and focusing on the important things in your self-improvement, happiness, wellness, and business. So yeah, overall, I have realized that freedom without belonging feels empty and belonging without freedom feels trapped. For me personally, Southeast Asia and Bali gives the best balance of both of these things. But in the end, the real journey hasn't been to find the best place, but to find the best version of myself through all these places and the lessons I have learned in the places, from the people, and just from this lifestyle. It has been an amazing journey. I have learned so much and improved so much. Like I'm such a different person now than I was 5 years ago before I started this. So I would highly recommend for anyone who has the opportunity, if you can do this, try living in different places. Try focusing on the right things when you meet people, improve your life, your business, happiness, everything. It will be amazing, I'm sure. So yeah, hope you get value out of this video. Please like the video, subscribe, and hope to see you inside the Nomad tribe.